All right, we got Gemini, so I'm just gonna upload, say, message, get off the camera. That's it. All right, this is Black Nerd Tarot. My name is Nick, and on this channel, all I do is simply give you messages that will help you prepare for what the month's about to put your emotions through, and what mentality might be great to move with to ace the month. So, for y'all, I'll give you an example. For January, you're supposed to take yourself seriously. However you can do that. Sticking to your decisions, sticking to trusting in yourself, knowing you can pull through. You know, I had that situation happen. Still, well, and what I ended up doing, I had to stay still. Looking for other opportunities and signing up for opportunity, applying for opportunity, going out, meeting people for opportunities. Things were just, making me feel a little certain type of way, and all that. I had to remind myself, I am to be taken seriously. I take myself seriously. I go into a room, a building, where people, they barely didn't know what their role was, but all they knew was that they could tell me to sit down. They were proud of their words, sit down, and we'll be right with you. And that was really all they knew what they were doing. When you see them in action, it was clear they needed to be given instruction still. So, me subtly paying attention to that, I just let it go. I was like, you know what, I don't care. I was glad I caught up on that. I caught that, though. Okay. Interesting. All right, well, it's beautiful when you're so still in yourself, you all that information. I'm a Gemini moon, so I'm just not finding out about this. Real quick, tell you myself. Scorpio sun, Gemini moon, Taurus rising, Mars and Leo. I got Jupiter, Pluto, Sun, North Node, one house, 7th, right? Still Scorpio. Then I got Mercury, Venus, still in Scorpio, but in the 6th somehow. So heavy Scorpionic energy. Thankfully, I can be a little detached, Now, me growing up, I didn't know that shit. Really didn't care. And truly, it doesn't make much of a difference now. It just gives a little astrology nerds some information. I mean, that's all cool. So you still have to know how to utilize yourself. At the end of the day, you have to know how to utilize yourself. So it doesn't matter. All that's cool if you don't know how to utilize yourself, it means nothing. It doesn't mean shit. It's just information to just throw out. It doesn't mean shit, really. But these messages will help you utilize yourself. So let's get to the point. This is for February 2026. I usually read a summary I wrote that helps you fully see the month, but I'll just get to the message. So this is the present energy. That's great. Success will be coming in, or a great recognition of the message about utilizing yourself. Probably having to do with stillness. Oh boy. Can't wait. This is the challenge, though. It's about stillness. I'm going to just tell you what it's about. This is about stillness. It's about the challenge being movement of things, being a little slow. Yes. Yeah, when I went into that room, I met these people who didn't know what the hell they're doing, but they were really confident in telling me to sit down. I noticed I just lost all this tension, aggression, anger. Because when I walk into rooms, it's a very heavy vibe, and the wrong thought can make it very violent or dramatic, as I should say, dramatic. For some reason, a presence came over me, and just I let go, man. I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. Let me just find out. Let me just get information. I need to just get information. I wanted to be upset because how I be viewed, but I was like, let me just get information. Make it simple as getting information. Let me just find out. Okay. Now these three cards together, past, present, future, you can read them all together as an experience for the month also. We're no longer trying to figure it out. We have to let the understanding be revealed, information be shown to us. My experience when I went into this place, I don't want to say the name of it. But it's a place that helps give people work, Even this, me, I would feel like I'm not worth talking on camera. I can't talk on camera. I'm going through real life. I can't talk to people. I'm going through real life. They won't care to listen to me. I'm not a trillionaire, billionaire, millionaire. I'm still dealing with real life. I think that's the beautiful thing, though, because I still got my feet on the pavement. Still dealing with people who deal with their issues or their energy or a lack of understanding how to handle their emotions and energy. And it's beautiful. These messages can help you navigate your feet on the pavement, especially in these times. But let me get back to the message. Those cards meant we're not trying to figure it out and shit. Yeah, we're clearly able to see, but don't throw the belief out, because you'll bring back, or you feeling how you feel will cause that emotion to somehow come back to you. It's weird. I want to explain it. When I went in the room, the old thought would have been like, man, these motherfuckers here, man, they don't know shit about shit, right? I went in and said, clean slate. Just clean slate. Clean slate. I'm done. I don't care anymore. You only get to this state when you feel beat down enough, which is great. I just don't care. Fuck it. I just want to find out. I'm here for information. Where do I go? I'll go here. Okay, sign in here. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Here's how people see you. Here is the best mentality. So clearly with all this, if you do all this, apparently intuition becomes available. And this is the form of information which I believe is intuition, or your reality giving you healthy clues and indicators you might want to save with you that will help you further. Another example before I get off this camera. I got stuck at a part when I was signing in on this. Of course, 1 second. Well, threw off the whole flow I had. Anyway, I was really in a deep, calm state right there. Anyway, good test. Anyway, so yeah, information's coming in. I guess that's a good sign that when you get to this state, things may try to throw you off. But clean slate. I guess the new lesson is somehow learning to give a clean slate every damn second. Every second we somehow have to give a clean slate. Because I was so irritated by the calm. I was like, what? Whatever. I know what I'm doing, so why do I even care? I know what I'm doing. And that's what you should know. If you know what you're doing, you give out 1,000,000 clean slates, because some of us out there look like we know what we're doing, look like we make sense, but underneath it all, we don't have a damn clue. So the beauty with all this energy, and I guess in these day and times, a lot of us are finding that out. We don't know what we're doing. I mean, clearly, me and myself, I tell you, I'm on my journey. I actually landed an awesome situation. I'll be starting this Monday. So, but it took me taking myself seriously in the in the slow period, of no outcomes. And with me, I tend to search everywhere. First I go Craigslist, then there's usually things there. Well, when I went to this facility, this building, it helps you find gigs, work, right? Well, really work. My bad. Best outcome. Sorry about that. Point is, in a new time and opportunities, at least here, one focus at a time, A lot of us believe we're supposed to be complete to even show our face. And that is a very insecure way to see yourself, because a lot of us would never start trying to represent ourselves until someone gives us the permission, which doesn't exist. Funny, a lot of us don't wait for others to give us permission to start dating, being sexually active. We take that permission ourselves, or find those situations ourselves and take them on. But if we all waited for God to give us the green light, a lot of us wouldn't be in such hairy situations, and we would always be on time. It's funny, a lot of people are really proud about this part of their lives. When it comes to them trusting themselves, they give that up to God. When it comes to getting laid, I got it, God. I got this under control. And the partners they keep, the partners they create, show the reality of who they really don't know about themselves, or what they don't know about themselves. This is serious, because we don't trust ourselves until we get to this area, but what your partner reveals the most truth about yourself. And that's a conversation a lot of us don't want to have. And we'll feel very embarrassed to know we don't know ourselves, because look at the people we choose to give ourselves to. Just to brag to someone else who's accepting this stillness, this slow period, but who is finding out a lot more about themselves and what would be worth giving themselves to. So I used to feel bad about myself, thinking money equated to being able to be in the presence of people and relationships, and If I have the money, if I have the job, I'll be able to be in places where I can present myself like a person. And when you find out about these people's lifestyles and what they lived through and what they've been through, they were never paying attention to themselves. It's like the relationship was their life, that they gave themselves up. They sacrificed themselves on the altar to be looking like they have it all together in a connection. And then when you get the details of what they're living through, it doesn't make any damn sense. My readings help you not do that, okay? It's very painful when you see this situation. Thankfully, no kids. Thank God, right? Which, we're on a journey, right? This is why I embrace this lesson, this journey. It's all about feeling worthy enough of showing yourself, giving a message, speaking. Because apparently there's people out there with responsibilities, titles, that if you look at them with a magnifying glass, they do not know what the hell they're doing. So this idea of waiting until we're good enough to show, having enough money or expertise to show, does not exist. It's like this grape right here. Look at this grape, Looks like a raisin almost. As a kid, I used to love looking for these because I knew they had a lot of flavor in them. They just look withered, Yeah. So, gotta remind ourselves. The lesson here is clean slates. Give your day, give your month, every day. The people in your month most likely are going to require a clean slate every goddamn second. Because some people just don't believe you deserve to feel good to be yourself. Because you need help. Like I said, I landed a great gig. Not afraid. And I'm pretty sure I may be able to reach whoever I meet, if they ask, if they're curious about what I do. I could actually give a message to someone, not because I'm in the title, but because I still believe what I have is worth giving. I don't need permission from someone to give this message. I trust my abilities. So I feel sorry for those people who don't believe they're worth giving a message, or don't believe they're worth believing in themselves without another outside entity telling them you now have permission to like yourself. That doesn't exist, and if you wait for someone to tell you you deserve to exist, you will never exist. And you do not exist until you allow yourself to exist. You will forever be in this energy. You will forever be feeling this card. This is the heavy, it's like heavy paranoia, heavy obsession. These are people who haven't had that look in the mirror to go, no matter what I've been through, I can still show up. Because someone may need to hear this. You're going to feel this way, but this is the clean slate. Look at this. People either holding on to this feeling about themselves, relationships. There's a person who will forever feel like they're not allowed. So when they see you feeling good, it's like an insult and a lie. You're not allowed because I know you. And someone has to make them feel allowed somehow. That's a sickness. So that's why it requires a clean slate. Give them a clean slate, because in their minds, they're showing you, I don't feel allowed to exist comfortably as myself without someone validating my life for me. Example, a relationship. I remember working, I gotta get off the camera. I'll get off the camera after this because I don't like talking like this. I want to keep this shit 10 minutes. I was working at a golf tournament, 2 of them. And every time I walk past, people of status, right? They would always throw out my wife. I'm married, I have a wife, I have this and status wife and business and wife. And I'm just like, so you're saying you can finally come outside because someone knows you're married and you have money. Me being this water sign, I feel like this is a deeper message they're saying. A lot of people don't feel like a lot of other people should exist just because they don't have their idea of a symbol, their idea of what they value, right? You know? I'm telling you, this message come out of nowhere for me, which, forgive me, I hate long readings. I fucking hate talking when I don't want to. I hate that shit. So apparently this is very important. I'll remind you again. You will have to give people in your life a clean slate every hour, damn near. Every day and every hour. Because for some reason, they don't believe they're important. And when they see you being okay with yourself, it's like a slap to their face. Can you please give them a clean slate, because they need this lesson to just know you don't need to be given permission to love yourself and exist and speak your truth. So you have to give 1,000,000 clean slates, 1,000,000 deep breaths, and the best thing would be to not try to put it together. But that's a real issue for me because I only add it up, so this is going to help me find stillness to just allow the information to be revealed to me and not piece it together. But this reading, you got to piece it together, And this is funny why the transformation card is here. Death is here. Trust me. We can clearly clear out this feeling. Relationships will have this feeling. How do you feel good without this thing? I don't believe it's passion. I don't believe it's sex, But what I do know is I have been in relationships that they weaponize sex. They'll chase sex like it's a currency, even though a lot of other areas of their existence could use more attention. And truly, it's given me this mentality to go, I've had that fun. I really need it to reach my soul. Thank God I've had the cheap thrills. I done got lucky and met a Gemini lady. Multiple of them, different times. Really close to in my life though, span of life. Now I think the next higher level is something that actually can touch and reach the depths. So I'm telling you, give people a clean slate because they're still having the self-esteem war with themselves. They don't believe they're allowed to live life without having a symbol of wholeness. Bank account, relationship, or just feeling superior to you. They have to feel like they're on top of something. These are things to watch out for. If this is happening, you have to give the situation a clean slate immediately because it will drag you down. I hate talking like this, but this must be important information. This energy, if you see the card, if you see the illustration, it is an active experience in your month. So this can be the sign of Capricorn, yes. But just know, this is heavy obsessive energy. The only way to handle this, it seems like, clean slate, clean slate, clean slate, clean slate. Because if you don't have a clean slate, it will turn into very messy emotions. You have to keep the clean slate. I guess that may mean letting it be. I don't want to clarify anything. I don't want to clarify nothing. I'm telling you, I know this shit. I know this shit. I remember, fine, I'll tell you this last fucking story, last detail. I haven't told y'all enough details. But if I talk about this, I don't tell you the whole thing. I tell you snips and pieces of it. I hate that this video is this long. I promise you. Remember, I had an issue with a chick when I was in high school. Venus and Scorpio, so like these situations really stay with me after they're over. But it was a learning situation. Through pain, I learned that when I love myself, this person would finally come back to me and want attention. But they thought I was dealing with someone else. So they thought I'd have more game when they see me, even though I'm just accepting myself and staying busy with these tasks, hobbies, things that were fun to do. And whenever they get with me, and I'd be dumb enough to let them back into my life, they look at me like, wow, you're still the same. You're still you. You're not gaming me. You're not speaking like a person that convinces me they, got me and shit. I'd still end up fucking her. That's the dumb part, It was really an unhealthy situation. I should have never kept letting her come back to my life. That was the problem. The issue was I kept letting sex be worth dealing with a person who doesn't take me serious. I didn't deal with a person who actually appreciates me. I kept fucking this idiot because I need something to do. So every time she meets me, she's like, you're the same. You're the same. I'm like, I'm killing time, enjoying myself, learning about myself. What do you mean? I'd still end up fucking her. She goes home and I'm just like, I feel like I'm normal. I'm normal now because I'm fucking somebody. But no, they still don't respect me at all. They don't allow me to be myself. She feels like I'm not accessing something when she's the one giving up ass though. It's like, then don't come back over here. I'd almost like thinking back, it's like she was really stupid. Like she's so insecure. She only gives me attention when she's worried I'm fucking somebody else because I'm just dealing with my life. I ended up rigging her, like just by loving myself. She ended up just giving herself away. Here is the mind fuck. Like she's so stupid. She's fucking the same person who's the same, expecting them to be different. So while she's projecting that I'm the same, you're still fucking me though. That's why I low-key am iffy about Gemini women, because it's just this paradoxical shit that happens. And truly, in all truth and honesty, she would fill the void of me. I wouldn't have to chase bitches because she's fucking me. But it kept me from learning more about myself. That was the only problem. I wouldn't learn about myself. I would just know, hey, I'm from this surface level, I'm getting laid. And when you get laid, you're normal. You're doing something. I couldn't understand because I was doing so much. Smoking weed, skateboarding. Think I was trying to get into comedy at that point, watching podcasts, watching comedians, trying to figure out where open mics were at. At that time, I was only studying comedy, still doing skateboarding, playing with emulators. I was trying to figure out, like, I think before then I got into improv, which I found open mics at that point. I was still believing I was a comedian / just journaling a lot, But yeah, I didn't realize it. I'm like, she's expecting me to have this game for her when she doesn't want to accept we're not meant for each other. We're not meant for that shit. She couldn't accept it. Like, she's expecting me to say words that unlock her when I ain't gotta say shit, It was a bad situation because she's the one fucking a person who can't really talk like that. So yes, it was very toxic, extremely toxic in that she's fucking a person who really can't even speak that much for himself. I remember when I even got close to her, like I met her at her job. She worked at Strikes, right? That's all I'm gonna say. It's all in the past, right? I kissed her in the laser tag room, which she was working at, right? Working around. And even the way I got her, we're in the dark. I gripped her thighs because I'm thinking, okay, I should do this. And then she holds my fucking arms down, as in telling me, don't fucking move your arms, right? Go to the back, kiss, right? Go in. Now, all nonverbal, all not speaking, right? I just assume, okay, I should be doing this because, I didn't have to say shit. So, she's talking about you're the same. It's like, I don't have to be nothing else when you keep fucking me. Oh my God. It did I wouldn't say stunt my growth. It allowed me, yeah, in a sense, yeah. I didn't know how to talk. But I could talk to people, but I couldn't. Taurus rising, so I move slowly anyway. It all builds slowly anyway. Then the Scorpio, on top of that, consistency. So I don't know how to just go there. I only say this in the video because, some people will get that deep part of you. And finally, in that part of my life, I was smoking weed heavily. I was on a lot of shit. As in, weed smoking, psychedelics, shrooms. That's when I say a lot of shit, natural shit. Nothing else, right? So, skateboarding with people. I think I was on the tail end of it, honestly, because I wasn't really doing too much afterwards. Just partying with them. Yeah. Older people, skateboarders and stuff. Smoking. Yeah, it was confusing because I was either on the getting clips still, skating with them, / smoking a lot. Shrooms, LSD kind of a little bit after, but either way, I didn't have to chase women because this chick would periodically come back and fuck the shit out of me because she's insecure about you're dealing with other women because you're not talking to me. You're not, because I know your game. You do this all the time. Old faithful. You gonna come through eventually expecting me to have this game and I'm just myself because you're the reason, bitch. And she thought if she left me alone long enough, I would have communication for her. When I'm like, who needs to talk when you're already dropping the fucking draws? What do I have to say to you? Come on. She's just stupid. She was just stupid. And I'm so glad she's out of my fucking life because no one deserves to expect you to be better without having to be in your life. Who are you to demand someone to be better? You don't know this person. You haven't been in their shoes. And you're not even trying to level up with them. She's fucking stupid, but goddamn, she was a amazing opportunity for me. Good and bad in a sense, but truly not really when a lot of girls walk around with her energy, all expecting something, don't got the time for you, don't get shit. Apparently I've already had this person because there's no opportunity opening up for this person and they're demanding me to open them with no opportunity. And I'm like, we're just going to have to say goodbye. Hello, goodbye. It pisses them off so much. So I can't even go to a grocery store and have a clerk check out and she be my age. Oh God. And if I act dumb enough to say, how you doing? No, if she asks me how's my day, it's going to be a super duper friendly conversation with no outcome besides her checking me out and me leaving. Apparently I got to tell y'all this shit. apparently I have to. You know, I hit the lottery. Of course, a lot of other factors like how the hell you're able to fuck this chick here. You know, I just say person who's the chaperone, mother, Aquarius placements, Mars in Aquarius, 8th house. I hate astrology, but indirectly it really worked out, you know, because I don't chase as much. Never got her pregnant, the girl, right? And so, I got all that out of my energy. I was just, okay, now I can be myself and not expect me to fucking score every chick. I can actually go through life with this subconscious understanding. I don't have to prove myself. But, you know, they also remember that. So, I'm done talking. I've done enough talking. Gemini, I'm sorry. Sorry. Alright, let's get to the next sign, because the next sign will not be this goddamn long. You have the longest video for sure. No other sign is getting this much. Every sign is going to be 5 to 10 fucking minutes max. So something must have happened to where I just built all that out. Fuck. I really don't give a shit anyway, so. Bottom line, give people a clean slate every goddamn hour, every second of your day, because something tells me this month people are going to try, and I'm going to be like, clean slate, clean slate. They don't, clean slate, clean slate. Later.